Welcome to New Zealand, land of the cows and nature. Before we move on, let's track back to the history of this great nation. During 2011, disaster fell upon this great land, with earthquakes ravaging the great city of Christchurch, claiming the lives of 185 proud New Zealanders. Due to this horror, the Central Bank of New Zealand slashed interest rates in an attempt to revitalize this proud nation, allowing massive reconstruction of our beloved country. However, disaster fell upon New Zealand again, albeit in a different way. The immense construction spending inadvertently created inflation beyond their worst nightmares. Due to the slashing of the interest rates, many New Zealanders took the opportunity to borrow money and consume. New Zealanders such as Matt, a cow farmer, decided to borrow money and buy cows. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to borrow a few thousand New Zealand dollars to start my cow business. Would you tell me what is today's interest rate?
This is the interest rate.
0.25%. Perfect, my dear. Let's do this. Meanwhile, the bankers are deliberating on whether to alter the interest rates. Due to the overly strong rebounding of the economy, there is a huge inflationary gap in New Zealand. Although actual unemployment is smaller than the natural rate of unemployment, there is excessive aggregate demand in real GDP. Not to mention, the prices are a lot higher than the optimum prices. Gentlemen and gentlewomen, it is time we took a stand.
I agree. I reckon we should enact a demand-side policy. A policy that shifts the AD curve to bring real GDP closer to potential GDP, unemployment closer to natural rate of unemployment, and to achieve price stability. I suggest enacting a monetary policy with which we, the Monetary Authority of New Zealand, can alter money supply and change the interest rates.
I agree. A monetary policy would slow down economic growth and stabilize the economy of a great nation. I concur with this man that we should enact a contractionary monetary policy. All in favor? I have a question. How does this actually work?
Naive child, let me explain this to your feeble mind. So by decreasing the money supply, interest rates increase and so does the cost of borrowing. Hence, consumer and investment spending decrease, followed by a decrease in aggregate demand, finally closing the inflationary gap. Prices will return to optimum levels, potential GDP will be produced, and the actual unemployment will be equal to the natural rate of unemployment.
And the economy is stabilized. You get it now?
I don't understand. Pathetic child! And now that the interest rates have risen from 0.25% to an astounding 2.75%, your father's dreams of building an empire of cows will crush and burn!
Don't worry, your father will be fine. We will implement the policy swiftly without political constraints. Isn't that great? Moreover, the crowding out effect will be absent.
And do you know what's the best part of it? We can fine-tune it! don't fool me. I know the disadvantages of your stupid policy. Firstly, you will recognize problems slowly. And unfortunately, you will have inadequate information to justify your decisions. And you know what? Raising interest rates will mean that there will be less household spending, less business investment, and a much higher exchange rate. Add those up, it means that people will lose their jobs.
Naive child. Did you think we have not calculated these inefficiencies? Such naivety. Tell me, is there a better way?
Is there a better way?
Excuse me, sir. I'd like to go back to my previous request. May I know what is the interest rate today? I'd like to buy more cows. Naive man. Look at the board. Do you still think you have the ability to borrow money? Due to the intelligent action of the bankers, Matt was unable to borrow money to purchase female cows to reproduce who was the existing male cow. Therefore, he could not expand his business and he died of depression. The prosperity of the proud nation of New Zealand has been restored. Thanks be to the Lord, and God bless economics.